So a few weeks ago, I did a review of an upgrade kit for New Age Devastator, which basically allowed you to have both the combine mode and the individual robot modes. Use 3D printed parts to form the limbs. And I was so impressed with that kit, I decided to get a few more. In this video, I have the Magic Square Bruticus kit. So if you want to check out the New Age one, I'll put a link in the description below so you can check that one out. But here I have the 3D printed upgrade kit for Magic Square Bruticus. Now there's another one. I also picked that up for Magic Square Menasor, and I'm hoping there's one for also Magic Square Devastator so that I could get all of the existing combiners out there. And maybe they'll make one for the Zeta Mini Superion. That would be really cool. So this is what you get in the kit. Now there's two versions. There's a G1 version and an IDW version. I got the G1 version because that's what's near and dear to me. And this is basically what you get. These are FDM printed. So if you look closely, you can see the layer lines on them. And they're multi-parts. So it's kind of interesting. Like you can see, they snap in together. If you wanted to, you could glue them to make them permanent, which I may do because some of the pieces, they don't stick as well as I like them to. Now, do keep in mind these are 3D printed, so there might be filing or sanding involved. But yeah, you get a new gun, which is a lot bigger than the one that he came with. Let me see if I can find the one he came with. So yeah, this is what he came with. Does it extend? No, it's just like that. So it does come with a much bigger gun. And all the parts or limbs, basically. So this is a two-piece part for Vortex, or two parts for him. You can see also 3D printed. This is the bottom of the print. And then the arm, which basically replaces Vortex. Now, color-wise, pretty close, pretty spot on, except for this. That's a little lighter, I think, than the original, but pretty close. Now, there is articulation because he does become an arm. So you can bend here, which is cool. And then rotate here. Pretty tight. And then this rotor, I'm going to put the rough side on the inside. Goes in like so. And then this is the fist for this side of the arm. It is a little tight on mine, but once you get it in, it does fit well, so to speak. I can get it. There we go. Again, these are 3D printed. Don't force anything. If it feels like you're forcing it, I would just take the time to file it or sand it, because being 3D printed, they're not going to be as accurate as something that is molded. Okay, put the arm on there. This is going to replace Blast Off. And again, it is an arm. You can rotate. Now, here is Blast Off. Color-wise, very far off. This part I did have to sand a bit to fit well, but again, expected. It is multiple parts. There's a screw here. Like this part I think is not glued in. I may glue that in, but yeah, we'll see. And then the other hand just plugs in like so. That's a nice tight fit. But yeah, the color matching, not so good on Blast Off. Let's put them aside here. Next we have Swindle, or what becomes the legs, or one of the leg. It's a very clean print for FDM, which is nice. But if we take the original, you can see the color matching is off. But, you know, honestly, I think it's close enough. Well, actually, maybe not. But this piece is not in use anymore because you use that for when this guy became the leg. But the feet you can, which you just simply plug in like so. And this is a nice fit. I guess together it looks okay. It's not that bad. And then this is a little part that you're gonna slot in for the thigh, and then it's gonna lock in. But we'll put that aside. Next, we have brow. Now, the color very off on this, as you can see. Same thing with swindle. Let's put this aside here. This little part goes in. As you can see, I did have to file here because it was way too tight. And again, 3D printed, don't force it, because you might end up breaking your figure. And this just plugs in like so. Nice secure fit. And then last but not least, this is Onslaught, or what Onslaught would transform into. And you can see the colors again, doesn't match well. The cannon parts are pretty noticeably 3D printed. I may go back and glue these. You can see how they assembled them. And they just popped in, and I'm gonna face it this way so the lines don't show as much. But yeah, this part needs to be printed. And you can see they're multi-part. Like this thing comes out, and then once that comes out, like this holds the whole upper body. So I guess once you're done filing or sanding them if needed, you could just glue these together to be more secure. But yeah, that is the top, and that's pretty much it for all the parts. Let's get them all together, starting with the legs. This just slides in like so. Swindle actually fit in very well. And then this holds in. Pretty secure. Now, if it is too loose for your liking, you probably could put some like nail polish to make it a bit tighter. Brow is pretty tight, but again, I did have to sand it. And let's put this clip here. So it does hold well. As you can see, it's already coming along. Let's get the figures out of the way. Next is the torso, where we have this part of Bruticus. I'm gonna angle it a little bit up. And actually, no, this part first. So this goes in like so. There you go. And then once that part is in, this part, you can see there's little slots here that they align with. That fits in, and then the head goes there. So that part fit nicely, and then these parts go like this, like so. And let's see Bruticus coming along here. I don't know, he seems, I don't know if it's just me. Is there a drop down or something? Seems a little tall on one end, but maybe he's supposed to have a wide stance. There we go. This thing's a little loose. This arm just simply goes right here and then slides down. It's a little tight. I might have to sand a little bit more. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way in. And again, 3D printed, don't force. And the last part, now this was loose. I put a little piece of paper here to give it some tightness, and that helped a lot. So now it holds. So there you go. Here is Bruticus. Yeah, I think this one I might have to put some nail polish in here. It seems like either the leg, and it's not as aligned as I want it to be. And oops, there you go. Let's get his gun on. So the 3D printed gun just clips on. There's a tab there. And there you go. Here we have Bruticus. Yeah, you can see this part is loose. I gotta glue that. But here we go. This is the 3D printed kit for Magic Square Bruticus. As you can see, I think it looks great. I mean, there are some issues being that it is 3D printed, but if you want to display Bruticus along with your Combaticons, let's get on the rest of them here. So you have Onslaught here, Blast Off, Swindle, Vortex, and Brawl. I think it does the job. Looks really nice. Great for display purposes. Plus, you know, the articulation is there. I mean, basically, the articulation is done with the main body parts, but the arms that are 3D printed has nice joints in terms of, you know, they're not loose, so you can move them around like so, which is a plus in my book if I can get everybody to stand up straight for a group photo. But yeah, I keep hitting him with that gun. But here he is. I think it looks good. I also got the Menosaur set, so I'm gonna do a video of that later on. And if you're interested in this set, I did get it from a seller on eBay. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching.